everybody to the Men of Doozy podcast.
Yes, we are back, baby. And if you're new to the podcast, or if this is your first time listening, you're probably thinking, "What the hell does that mean, Men of Doozy?"
Well, the word doozy means something that is extraordinary or outstanding of its kind, Kirk.
And we are not that.
But boy, do we want to be!
That's right. And so this is the podcast that we are going to give you the tools that you need to help you become successful in life.
And the best part is,
Uh-huh.
we're going to learn how to be successful ourselves while we are also teaching you how to be successful.
Uh-huh. Makes sense to me.
Does that make sense? I'm Alex Staub.
And I am Kirk Koz. Welcome, everybody.
Kirk, what are we talking about today? Please,
Well,
I want to know.
Well, Alex, it's a timely episode. We're gearing up for the holidays, and you know what the holidays means.
What does it mean?
It means that you're going to see your family. We love them. We can't get rid of them.
Yep.
You can't live with them. You can't live without them.
Exactly.
We are going to learn how to survive family over the holidays.
This is
important.
Nice.
Important. It's important, guys.
Important.
We all have our family issues. We all have something that maybe we don't look forward to when we come when we go home
There's
for the holidays.
always that if you go to like the Thanksgiving or Christmas or whatnot, and you're with all the family, they're like, "Oh, so what are you doing? They always ask you what job do you have and who are you dating?" And you're always and you're always maybe like 3 bottles of wine in, right? Which is usually how I am. And I'm like, I'm my own best friend, Grandma.
Grandma. That's a sweet name for your grandma. Grandma.
I know a lady in my development that would I know someone's granddaughter who would like, and I'm like, ugh.
But you know, it's nothing against the family.
Love my family.
No,
we have so much
absolutely.
fun. But there's always a time when you leave the nest, right?
Yeah.
And then you come back.
It's always the same
now
thing.
I know why I left.
Exactly. You always come up against.
But it's good to be with family.
It absolutely is. It helps you recharge. And you run up against the same things. Yeah. The same things that might be because of issues or something that happened when you were growing up.
Family issues, yeah.
Family issues.
Right.
And
you come back and you see, your cousin or whatever, and you're like, Steve, that one in 2007, that one Christmas, right? Sometimes you have rival family that you see.
Exactly. We all have our issues that and we are here to teach you while we also kind of learn also how for you to deal with those circumstances.
I don't know if that was a real sentence.
I don't think so either. But
he was missing some words in that sentence.
That's
let's
okay.
jump into the top 10 tips here.
Actually,
on how to survive family over the holidays. This is a pretty cool topic.
This is a fun topic.
This is a unique topic. I mean, this is pretty cool.
I love it because it's kind of like a subjective thing because it's different for everybody. Some people don't deal with much. Some people deal with a lot. But I think everybody deels with a little bit. And you're starting it up.
Wow. That was like the quote in the back of like a novel or something. That was great.
Dude, it just came out. It's
nice.
the hair. It's the hair, dude.
Yeah, the hair came out too.
I'm in rare form today. I thought, you know what I thought? I thought, listen, we're gearing up to closing on the 10th episode. I think I'm at that point in the relationship with the viewers. They got to see these Samson locks.
Exactly.
Okay, moving on. He doesn't know what to say because he doesn't have any hair, ladies and gentlemen. Alex, you're up with it. We have 10 tips in descending order. These are the top 10 tips how to survive family over the holidays. All credible sources. Take it away, Alex.
Very credible. Number 10. Alex, adjust your attitude. If you are already anticipating that a gathering will be stressful, your anxiety may get worse by the time the actual gathering begins, says Thomas C. Leon, MD, who is a physician and behavioral
psychiatrist. Sorry, I have to. It's a psychiatrist.
Oh, psychiatrist and behavioral health medical
that would be a completely
director
different
with Scripps Health. I said that very confidently.
You were very confident, yeah. Anyway,
Instead of worrying about what will happen, choose behaviors that can decrease your anxiety. Dr. Leon suggests before the event, do something relaxing, such as practicing yoga or listening to music.
Okay.
Try focusing on the positive. Before get-togethers with family members, think about the qualities you like about them rather than focusing on the negative. Says Dep Ho, MD, a family medicine physician. Dep Ho? Dep Ho. Family medicine physician at Scripps Clinic Rancho, San Diego. Very credible. Your stress level won't already be high before you see them, which will help you be more tolerant and able to tactfully respond to the actions that irritate you. Okay.
Can you imagine?
Get in your Zen zone.
Yeah.
Get in your Zen zone before you get there. You know, you're right outside Grandma's house. You're in the car. You're like,
yeah. Do what you need
when
to
I
do
see
to prep.
Aunt Becky, I'm gonna punch her in the. No, go to your happy place.
Go to your happy
Happy
place.
place. Hi, Alex. Boom. No, happy place.
But listen, you know what we found out? It's like if you're at the front door of your parents' house, you're like, oh God, I'm not there yet. Yeah. Just do a quick 5-minute yoga.
Yeah, or listen to music. You could hate yoga, you could hate music, but no one hates both.
No. Listen to some Enya, get calmed by those whale noises. I don't know.
There's a thing on YouTube where it's called Fuck That. It's called F That. Right?
Oh.
Where like it's a yoga thing. It's like breathe in. It's like a vocal like meditative thing.
Okay.
Where he's like breathe in and repeat F that. I'm censoring myself for the viewers here. F that. And
that's
like,
great.
And he's like F the bullshit. F this. And it's all like, but it's like that tranquil music behind it, and it's like a very like deep voice.
That's
and
perfect.
And that's because that's what you want to say. You want to say.
Because what happens is when you're trying to calm down, some part of your brain is like, don't say a curse word. But it's like, no, me saying, fuck this bullshit, I hate this bullshit, will calm me down.
Yeah, exactly.
If I say it in the right way, and if there's Enya and whale sounds in the background.
Yeah. You like whale sounds? That's what calms you down?
I don't know. I just felt like that was... I'm very calm now.
Number 9.
Guys, number 9.
Number 10. Listen to some music. Calm yourself down. Okay.
Yeah, do what you need to calm down before you enter into that situation.
Gotcha.
Number 9. Have realistic expectations. As refreshing as it would be if your Aunt Marge didn't criticize your outfit this year, she probably will.
You Aunt Marge?
Freaking Aunt Marge, not again. Don't expect people to change when they have behaved in the same way for years. Minimize your contact with difficult relatives and spend more time interacting with people you like, suggests Dr. Leon. You know what I learned from this?
Leon knows. And my mother always told me you can't change a leopard's spots.
Oh. So tell me that in English and not a cryptic motherly
you can't
lesson.
No, like you can't change a leopard. Like you can't change a zebra's stripes. You know what I'm saying?
I feel.
Like,
a zebra's
a zebra with stripes.
I get it with the zebra, but not the leopard.
Right. Leopard spots. Yeah, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
So like Aunt Marge hates your outfit every year, and there's nothing, and no outfit will ever please her. Zebra's a zebra. You don't have to talk to the zebra.
Exactly. Also, you know what I learned from reading this? I feel like you should never be wearing anything that someone will criticize you for at a family gathering. Like when I'm at family gatherings, I'm going to be lounging. Please don't judge me.
Right.
The only place that one of the biggest
drink and
be merry.
And be merry.
But really, like I'm going to be relaxed. I don't want to feel like I have to impress you if you're my family. Being around
and Aunt Marge is probably wearing some stupid pumpkin sweater that she knitted herself from her own eyelashes.
Come on, Aunt Marge, sit down.
Sit down, Aunt Marge.
Sit down. No one wants to buy your sweaters that you sell on Etsy.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, moving on.
Number 8. You know what? That's good. So number 9, try to avoid the person you hate.
Try to avoid the person who...
That's smart. Okay, great. Number 8.
Gaslights you.
Number 8. Keep potentially upsetting topics off limits. Okay? Politics and religion are obvious, but people also bring up sensitive subjects without thinking about how they might affect others. Are you ever going to get married? may seem harmless, but more likely than not, it will strike a nerve for sure. Plan to keep conversation conflict-free by avoiding potentially sensitive subjects, or simply ask, what's new, and take it from there. Avoiding topics that tend to spark arguments help diffuse tense situations before they even start, says Dr. Ho. If a family member insists on discussing it, try to change the subject tactfully. Are you ever going to get married? Shut up, Marge!
That is the way to not do it. You just put on your Beats headphones and just freaking crank up those wheels.
This is a thing. When everyone's at the table, they've had some drinks, they haven't seen each other in a while, and you're looking at the one cousin, and you're like, so how are you doing? And she's like, oh, I'm doing great. And you're like, oh, really? I heard your husband cheated on you and you got divorced. And she's like, and Ahmad just like, what are you even wearing? And you're like, shut up, Ahmad.
It's so true.
It's like it's one of those things where like someone brings up like a story that they heard before the holidays, like over the summer, and you're like, shut up. What do you know? Right?
It's really it's awful if you're on the other side of it. I'm sure.
That's like the main thing with families, like when they're not
they
together,
heard something.
and then they all come together. They all start bringing up the gossip that they heard all throughout the year.
I heard you seeing
Heard you started off the year great, and then you got divorced a week later because he cheated on you with his sister. Great, and you're like,
I heard you bought that girl one of Aunt Marge's sweaters from Etsy as a breakup gift.
Was it the pumpkin one, or was it the pumpernickel one?
They're different, everybody.
There's poppy seeds. Everything that starts with a P.
Yeah. I mean, you guys are smart.
Stay off the topic. Especially, it's hard to if you know some juicy gossip, and someone goes, hey, how's your marriage going? She goes, everything's great. And you know it's not great. And you know it's not great. And you're like, ooh, and you're a couple drinks in, and you're like, I want to spark this because I hate her. I hate her.
You know,
but you're like, yeah.
Maybe this is a bad influence.
But don't bring it up because just enjoy it. She says everything's fine, then whatever.
Maybe it's a bad influence thing. Like, I feel like if there's like a really juicy thing, I can get to it. I can get to it with that person if I'm one-on-one. Yeah. But like it said, like
at the table,
do it tactfully.
It's the best when like they're like, oh yeah, the marriage is great, and like you look at like your cousin who knows, and they're looking at you, and they get that double spot. They're like, we know the truth. And Marge is like, why doesn't anyone order my sweaters?
Fucking shut up with the sweaters, Aunt Marge. All right, moving on. Number 7.
But number 8, shut your mouth if you got some juicy info.
Yeah,
that
really,
you know will set some fires going. Okay.
Number 7. Accept that the only thing you can control is your reaction. You can't stop people from bringing up controversial subjects or asking rude questions, but you can monitor and modify your own reactions, says Dr. Leon. No one can force you to engage in a negative conversation. Instead, simply say, let's not get into that now. Then change the topic. If he or she persists, excuse yourself and walk away.
Or throw your drink right in their face. Flip the table and beat them unconsciously, says Dr. Leon.
Take their sweater that they bought you for Christmas and wrap it around.
Wrap it around. It's probably not durable anyway, so it will break.
What type of cotton is this? It's fake.
Exactly. Yeah, if someone's poking and prodding you, and they're like, come on, blah, 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 how's your marriage? Why aren't you married yet?
No one wants that. No one.
You're like, you know what? I don't want to talk about that right now. Go away. Go away from me.
And and to be honest,
be in control of the situation.
No one wants to be in that situation where somebody is prodding you. Also, don't put somebody else in that situation. Yeah. You know, it's a universally like uncomfortable thing for somebody to just keep hounding you. Just get up, put on your headphones, blare those frickin' whale noises, and I don't know, leave the room. I don't even know. You know, just like there's a way to diffuse it.
Throw your drink in their face. Flip the table and beat them on. This is a 3-step process. No, don't do that. Don't do that.
No.
Okay?
Start eating all of the food from the floor.
Exactly.
Just say like, sorry,
Exactly.
I'm eating here now.
Exactly.
Sorry, what were you asking again?
Don't. Yeah, when people are poking you and whatnot, don't be that person. And if you're on the other end, be in control. Of
You're
that
better than that, and
Yeah.
you know that. You don't have to engage.
You deserve better.
You deserve better, and you don't have to be the one that.
And I like
does
what
that.
you're wearing too.
And you look great in that
You
sweater.
look great in that sweater. You look amazing in that sweater.
Oh my God.
So Kirk, how come you're not married yet?
Rips off my shirt.
Perfect. Number 6.
Number 6. Moving on.
Don't drink too much.
Whoops.
Whoops.
Caught. Oh
If you
no!
drink
As he
alcohol-
takes a sip, ladies and gentlemen, don't drink too much.
If you drink alcohol, to do so in moderation.
Oh no!
I'm sorry. If you drink alcohol, do so in moderation. Some people become aggressive or argumentative, and when they've had too much to drink, notes Dr. Leon, if you are one of them, minimize your drinking or stick to non-alcoholic beverages. Avoid people who have had too much to drink, and don't let them drive either.
Yeah. Don't drive anywhere when you're like with family or your dinner and you're drinking. Also,
Yeah, because this will spark all of the other tips.
Alcohol,
you drink too much, and you're like, "How come you're not married, Marge?" And she's like, "Well, let me tell you something. I don't need this. I'm driving home."
No.
Aunt Marge died in a car accident, and then at the funeral, you're like, we were all really sad that she
we
left.
wouldn't wear any of her sweaters
Exactly.
again.
She's like really rich, and you're at the will, and they're like, Aunt Marge is giving you, Alex,
All of her
her
sweaters.
sweaters. God damn it! Where's the boat? What about the beach house? What about the beach house?
No, I don't even get the boat.
I don't even get the boat. Stan got the boat, and I got the sweaters. Well, she knew how much you loved them. That would be the last hurrah from Aunt Marge to just give me all the sweaters.
She promised me that she promised me the
Exactly.
RV and gave it to my baby sister. Are you kidding
Exactly.
me? Aunt Marge is such a bitch.
Wow.
So anyways, but no, yeah. Also, just I think I also
We all have an Aunt Marge.
We
or
all
an
have
uncle.
that.
An Uncle Marge?
Uncle Marge. I guess it's not. But
Uncle
you know
Mike.
what? You know what
Uncle Mike and Aunt Marge.
yeah,
for
yeah.
Sure.
But I think another thing before we move on.
Don't drink too much.
Yeah, don't drink too much
Don't
because
drink and drive.
it'll just exacerbate. It will just like make things worse, because it's your guard is down when you're drinking, but you gotta be like behaved with family if you know you're gonna run into these things. Also, know what type of drunk you are.
Exactly.
If you're getting there. If you're happy, you're a freaking. I'm gonna start a fight with March again.
Exactly.
Anyway. Moving on.
My grandparents.
Oh no! Oh.
This was last Christmas. My grandparents, they started talking about politics with some of our neighbors that came over, right? And they were on.
Why were your neighbors there?
And the
Okay.
neighbors came. Well, they were our neighbors. They didn't really have anyone there. They come over, and we are. My grandparents drink, and they. They were like, but they have like one glass of wine and it's over. You know what I mean? So they're like a glass of wine in. And they're sitting there with the neighbors, and politics gets brought up, right? From like the neighbor or something like that, thinking that everyone was on one side of the spectrum. And my grandmother goes, and just brings up the whole other side of the spectrum. And they started going at it, right? So they're on either side of the table. They start going at it, and they're both drunk. Just start getting nasty with each other. Me and my grandfather are across the table from each other, and we're just like, eating popcorn. Like we kept drinking. We're like, I was like, oh, and then I started antagonizing it, right? Because like,
of course,
because like the neighbor said one thing to my grandmother. My grandmother just kind of sat there, right, and she was just kind of trying to end it. And I was like, you really gonna let her talk to you like that, Grandma? And my grandmother was like, yeah, you know what? You're right. It came back, and then she would stop. And then the neighbor would stop, and then I'd go to the neighbor, I'd be like, yo, you gonna let my grandmother, like, talk to you like that, and whatever? And the neighbor was like, absolutely not. I have more points to talk about.
Absolutely not.
So,
I
like,
have no offspring, and I need somebody to give me permission.
Yeah, exactly. And my grandmother threw her drink in my neighbor's face. She flipped the table and started beating her, and with her sweaters. That didn't happen. But yeah.
Oh my God.
Don't drink too much.
Don't drink too much.
Don't. I'll say this. Drink if it's a fun environment.
Yeah.
If it's a bad environment, then take it easy and read the room a little. I'd say read the room a little.
Yeah, read the room, because if you know that you're going to go into a situation that you're going to be stressed and you're drinking more and more, you know your guard's going to be down and you're just going to get even more annoyed potentially. But
exactly.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on.
Moving on. Number 5. We're in the top 5. Get active. Now, that's not just run away and get on the treadmill and just run a whole mile.
Right.
It's difficult to be drawn into an argument when engrossed in an activity that requires concentration. Physical activity or laughter, says Dr. Leon. Our boy Leon. Play a game, go for a walk on the beach, or watch a funny holiday movie.
That makes sense, because if people are playing, a tumbling tower or like a card game or something, and they're like fighting over it, like it's easy to just be like, okay, shut up, let's play, let's keep playing.
Yeah.
Well,
you know what it is? It's like, oh no, Aunt Marge is feisty and being a judgmental bitch again.
Yeah.
Somebody get there's a code, get the Scrabble for Aunt Marge.
Yeah,
she loves Scrabble. She shuts up.
Another thing, is that Scrabble?
Is that Scrabble? Yeah.
Is that Scrabble? Who will buy my sweater? Scrabble? Monopoly
is literally the longest game ever. I think Monopoly or Scrabble will shut anybody
just play
up.
with herself. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's make a distraction.
Distraction.
Love it.
Games. Yeah.
Number 4, practice gratitude. Take a time out and think about all you have to be grateful for. A delicious meal, a warm home, good health, a friend or sunny day, a sweater that people actually want to wear. Anxiety can be diminished by focusing on the things we enjoy and value. Yeah, be grateful. Be grateful that you're actually surrounded by family.
Yeah, because some of us don't.
As much as you hate them, that's your blood, baby.
That's your blood. And you gotta embrace them, even if it's hard sometimes.
Yeah.
And the holidays, there are only a few times of the year, and it's a time that maybe it's hard, but you just gotta embrace it because you got it. You got it.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a good one.
Yeah,
that's a good
I
one.
love that. Moving on, ladies and gentlemen, we're in the top 3 tips.
Whoa! And I still haven't sold a sweater. Oh God, I'm running out of time.
The third tip on how to survive family during the holidays is practice tolerance.
Okay.
We all do things that irritate other people. This is true. And we probably aren't aware of it. Very true. Try to be tolerant of others' quirks and irritating behaviors, and don't take them personally. If nothing else, remember you only have to tolerate the irritation for a little while. Yeah. That's it. I mean, that's exactly what we were saying, right?
Just know it's not. You're not sitting at the table every day with all these people.
You're not signing.
Unless you are. You're in hell.
Also, you're in purgatory. You're not even hell. You're like, where am I going, heaven or hell? Also,
is it Thanksgiving every day? What's happening right now?
Also, you're not like about to sign a freaking 18-month lease in a freaking apartment that's the size of a closet with your family.
And but that's family too.
Things are better than you think they are.
You show up, you drink too much, you eat too much, you scuffle. It's basically like not talking to somebody for like a year, and then in that couple of hours, you guys are just cramming it all in at once. So things will go off the rails. Yeah. But that's like the best part about the holidays.
That is the best part about it. It's like literally once you get into a family gathering during the holidays, I love it because like you cannot plan what's going to happen or what somebody's going to say.
What's gonna happen.
And to be honest,
no idea.
To be honest,
exciting thing.
I find that so exciting.
It's very exciting.
Whether it's my immediate family or extended family, like I have no idea what type of conversation I'm going to get into or what shenanigans or like things I'm going to laugh at. Like embrace that. Embrace the unknown of being around your family, and that it could be very fun.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Maybe you hate someone, and then the next time you see them, you've forgiven them, or like they, forgiven you, and you guys have a great conversation, and it's a great time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Number two,
guys.
Bring a happy reminder. Looking at a favorite photograph, a funny text from a friend, or anything else that makes you smile can go a long way towards relieving stress. When things get too stressful, plan to sneak away and take a break. Okay. If you're in a hostile environment and they're like, Alex, you've been in the bathroom for like 3 hours now. What's going on? I'd be like,
I'm stressed.
I'm just looking at my happy reminder. I'm just looking at my happy reminder, Mom. Mom, get out. I'm just looking at my happy reminder. Now, your happy reminder doesn't have to be pornographic, but...
Oh, my God. It doesn't have to be a part of your family.
But whatever sends endorphins to you through your body.
Yeah.
Sometimes it is a funny video. There was a video earlier that I wanted to show you that I couldn't, but I remembered it was a good time. With the brushing of the hands in the street. No. Oh,
that's right. The TikTok or something. Yeah.
TikTok there. But like moments like that where you're like, you think of like a funny, Aunt Marge is coming at you really hot, and you're just like, oh, and you're just thinking of, you're just thinking of like that funny video you saw, or it's like that moment when someone's coming at you, and you're like, and you start laughing for no reason, and like, what's up? And you're like, oh, I just remembered a joke from earlier. You ever been? That situation?
Yeah, like just like no. I know what you mean. Like just like a flush of a memory.
This one person just kind of sitting there and laughing, and they're like, "What? What are you laughing at?" Oh, just like a joke that someone told.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that happens all the time, especially if you're surrounded by family and if it's a positive.
Force those happy reminders.
Yeah. Also, I will
into the situation if it's hostile.
I will say from personal experience, if you like have something that you like surprise. Maybe it's just my family. If I have something that I'll surprise my mom.
Oh, it's like that scene in the Waterboy when like when he's like they're on the line and the coach is like he gets too distracted and whatnot, and like he's too intimidated by what's happening, so he pictures like the other coach with has like a puppy dog head, and then he feels better. Right. And then he feels better, and he's like, "Oh, you know what? I got the perfect play, right?" So when Aunt Marge is coming at you, just think of something that is like,
think of her with a puppy head,
a puppy head, or no head, or just anything, that is like a little happy reminder for you. Number one, everybody.
Number one, ladies and gentlemen, we've reached the number one. This is the top tip.
And I didn't sell one sweater
to help you survive family during the holidays. Number one.
How come you're not married yet?
Take a deep breath. Or 5. Okay, so you can't physically leave a stressful situation. That just is like the law of the universe. You can always focus on your breathing though. Take 5 slow, deep breaths, focusing on breathing in and out. According to Dr. Leon, even this short break can have a powerful effect on stress and anxiety. I feel like this is kind of connected to the first one, to just kind of like adjust. Yo, you have it in you to like get through this.
I'm just picturing like Aunt Marge coming at someone, and that person's across
and it's just like Not again. Not again. Is Alex?
Why aren't you married? What's good?
For the first time ever, Alex is like, or Aunt Marge is like, Alex, are you okay? Alex.
That's a funny scene right there.
Definitely.
Where you been? Where you going? What you doing? What you been?
I mean, guys, don't hyperventilate.
But take those 5 breaths as fast or slowly as you can.
There's a way to calmly do that in a situation to just be like, okay, you know.
How are you, Kirk? I got 4 more breaths.
It's like, excuse me, I'm just finishing up.
You like walk right in the door. They're like, Kirk, how's it going? You're
it's like, oh, fuck. Kirk? Kirk?
Kirk? Kirk?
Hi, how's it going, everybody?
How's it going?
Don't do that. That's weird.
Take a breath.
Take a breath. Really.
Someone comes at you, it's the best to be like, no. Or
No.
yes. Let's do that.
Yes. Or I'd rather change the subject, Aunt Marge.
You're my cousin. You know what I mean?
No, I don't want to have sex with you. Wow,
No, I don't want to make out with you.
Make out with you,
hey,
sorry.
well, those are the top 10 tips, everybody. We're out of time,
We
Kirk.
did it.
We've been having too much fun.
We've been having too much fun. That's right. But guys,
what was your favorite tip?
you know what? I think mine.
I think I feel good to plow through the holidays right now with the family.
Yeah.
I
You
really
know.
do.
You know what? I think that my favorite tip is either 7 or 8. Except that the only thing you can control is your reaction, or keep potentially upsetting topics off limits. I know in my personal experience, I'm very good at that because, like, I will just observe. Because sometimes you can't control that people. I will not hyperventilate. I will literally sit back. I'm not going to engage. I know that it will subside. Those are my favorites.
I like the reaction one too because you are in control of your own reaction, no matter how crazy the situation is outside.
And this is the truth.
Yeah, exactly. I like that. Well, thank you everybody for watching the Men of Doozy podcast.
Thank you. And please comment what your favorite tip was. If you have a tip that helps you to survive family during the holidays, please let us know. Send us a comment or something.
Send us a comment. Share it with friends. Share it with your non-friends. Share it with your family.
We're available.
Share with your family at the holidays. What like this? Okay, we're available on YouTube, Spotify, Instagram, Apple Podcasts, and a whole bunch of. Just Google us.
Please.
Just find us.
And we're not perfect, but I mean, you can follow us on Instagram. Like we have pretty great lives. Yeah.
Exactly.
And listen, if there is something that you want to learn about and have us teach you while we also learn about it, let us know.
Makes sense to me.
Me too. See you next episode, Aunt Marge. I got my eyes on you.